Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to listen up to Menace's Mike Podcast. We rollin'! Yeah!
Yo, everybody, what's going on? It's your boy, Michael The Menace Johnson, for another episode of Menace's Mike. To the right of me, I got my guy, Bones DeGote.
Yo,
What's
good?
Man, this dude got a new hairstyle every time I see you.
Yeah, keep it fresh,
and it's
man.
like, but it's like every week. He's like a chia pet or something.
Bro, I cut hair,
this
dog.
shit is fucking crazy. You
I
cut
get
hair,
bored. I get bored easily.
But
bro.
how does your shit grow back so fast? And then
I don't know, man. Shout out
that
to my peoples.
Testosterone.
I don't know
right there.
what
Real
you
shit
going on.
That's
inside
that
you.
trendy shit,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
To the far left, the light-skinned P-Grove, G.
What
Jones,
up, though?
Slicksville's finest.
It's a pleasure to be back with y'all, man.
Yeah, you looking fresh. Little bubblegum hoodie
A
and
little
everything.
sweating a little bit, but it's all good.
Little
man.
glaze.
Lights
It's
is
good.
bright.
It's good, right? And on this episode, we have a special guest in the studio.
special.
My guy, Rastaman Jason Jackson, the ass-kicking machine.
Things.
Victory champ, Titan champ, LFA champ, Bellator champ,
Fight time,
Fight
champ.
time champ. This man has held a belt in every promotion he's been in. The only other person I know like that is Eddie Alvarez. And that's some good company to be in. Motherfuckers don't know Jason Jackson been squabbling for a while.
Nigga been in it for a decade,
Right?
man.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Still young, still going, still driven.
Young, still going. Well, for everybody that don't know, Jason's got his fight coming up. Go ahead and talk to us about that. June in Dublin.
Yeah. So, we're going to go across the pond to go, whoop ass, cash take and take over. And I always deliver on that and stand on business like I always do. So I'm fighting Margamed. The first one didn't show up. In PFL? So they find another Margamed to replace this one. Could be his cousin or something, or who cares?
No matter, right?
But one thing I'm looking forward to actually put another one on his record. He haven't lost. So I'm be the one and only one he's going to remember after that fight. And I'm putting in work. This is just not just coming from nowhere and just talking because I'm talking shit. I'm going to stand on business. I'm going to do what I need to do because once that night show up, they hit my tea music and I walk out. Yeah, it's going to be a different look in my eye. Ain't no smile when I show up. So, glad. And one more thing, I'm glad for Menace to have me on this show. It's a pleasure.
Appreciate that. We've been trying to get him on the show for a while. We've been talking about him in damn near every episode.
Well, he's the champ, so you got a busy schedule and shit. You know
Yeah, I
what
know.
I
I
mean?
just
You know
say
what I
he's
mean?
moving around.
No, that's not why.
We need
I
prior
would've been
notice.
here. The reason why I've been here, I haven't been here because I have a life outside of fighting. And these trees not gonna cut themselves.
I was just about to ask.
It's not gonna cut themselves.
We
Hurricane season still gonna come. It doesn't matter what's the number looking like in my account. Hurricane season still gonna come.
Yeah, we was just talking about that.
that.
So the guy, besides fighting, he worked a lot of damn jobs, and there's always a funny thing. We always talk about the In Living Color skit, the Yaman skit,
Jamaicans?
the
Bro.
Yaman where the
I
Jamaicans
don't know any
got
Jamaican
all
with
the
one
jobs.
job. I don't know any Jamaican with one job, bro. Unless he's his own business owner or like an entrepreneur type shit. And
Hey,
then
man,
that's even
owns
more
3 of
work.
them.
It's even more. I remember seeing videos, bro, doing car washes outside the gym, grinding. They were like, this nigga train the whole day
They're
and then
right
come
to
outside and watch
practice.
people cars and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I respect it. I fuck with it, dog,
That
for
grind.
And then
sure.
go
For
cut some
sure.
trees and then go right back into the gym. So yeah, I definitely respect that. But it's been a long journey and ride, and we was talking about it earlier. Bones, you might want to touch in on this because I don't even think he remembers some of the things you were spitting on about seeing him coming up and
bro.
fight time and everything.
So one of my boys had a fight down in Fight Time. Bro, it had to be about 10 years.
Yeah, right about.
It had to be because I didn't even have, my son wasn't even born. So it was over 10 years ago. So we shoot down there, and I remember somebody pointed him out, and the crowd was like, yo, that dude's good right there. And I was like, all right, bet I want to see him fight. Didn't fight that night. Only thing I remember was I think he was like a ref for one of like the amateur fights, and the bro came in there cleaning up the mat, the floor after the fight was over. And then the next thing I know, I see he ends up winning the title there, and then ends up moving on to like bigger and better promotion. So it was dope to see to see like somebody from like the beginning,
Yeah.
as much as we could obviously see, and then watching it progressively get better and over. And I think one of the things that really made me a fan was like what we just mentioned right now was that you always maintain your humility. And like, bro, I watch, bro. Like, I be talking to this nigga about you for years now. Like, bro, your boy nice, man. I fuck with this dude. You know what I'm saying? So like, I want to commend you on that because it's like, you know, Marvin Hagler say it's a lot harder to get up and run when you waking up in silk sheets.
Silk sheets.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get out the bed. So I respect that. You know, when that hurricane season come around, like nigga, you take them gloves off and put them other gloves on to get the cut and shit. So I definitely respect that though, man, for sure. That's what made me a fan, cause I
think that keeps you hungry.
Yeah.
You know,
And grounded
Yeah,
as well.
and grounded also.
You know, one of the best thing, you know, knowledge I received from G. Jones, and you know, freaking Jones, I used to make excuse for my friends, you know, they used to, especially like other teammates. And, you know, I was making an excuse for a guy, you know, so I'm not gonna call no name, but I was like, you know, this guy doing this, doing that. And as I'm going through the motion of everything, as the other guy told me his excuse, telling Greg, and Greg looking at me, okay, all right. So what's your excuse, Jason? And I was like, and I just walked away. I didn't have no answer. No answer. And since that day, that just stuck with me. And I was like, you know, I'm going to keep that in mind and just focus on me, because everybody going to find an excuse. Even when I'm out here doing what I'm doing, I still find a way to get up and do what I know I need to do to be a better fighter and a better person.
Along the same lines, J. Jack, I thought you've been probably the best fighter, the most complete fighter on our mat for the last, I don't know, 2 years or so. If you can pinpoint a moment, a time to where you feel like you turned that corner, or you really started punching through, and just talk about that and how that empowered you.
That night when I fought for Titan FC, and the guy was, 18-4, 15 knockouts.
Which guy we talking about? Which opponent?
Was it Rodriguez Cavalante?
Down south?
Something
Poked him in his eye, and he was crying.
It was you. You was there.
You got to save that.
You
You got to save that. But go ahead.
So I just, you know, won the VFC title, and you know I needed more fight. So I ended up fighting a contender fight on Titan FC. And this guy was 18-5. I was nervous as shit. I'm not even gonna lie. I was so nervous. And
big Brazilian.
At the weigh-ins, he was like same size as me. So I'm like, man, I could take this guy. Hell yeah, I could take him. And then the night when the fight, he was so big. And I looked at the door, and I see them closing the door. I'm like, no, why the fuck they closing the door? Like, I can't turn back on this. Like,
I want out.
to get out. Like, and then something within inside my head just start acting like what I see on TV, which is, you know, wrestling. I'm like, I'm gonna show this motherfucker. I'm gonna go Hulkamaniac on this motherfucker. And I was like, man, I'm gonna fight you. But at the same time, I was telling myself, I'm trying to convince myself that you're gonna fight this motherfucker. I was like, I'm gonna fight you. And, you know, freaking the guy poked me in the eye. I remember.
Mike, tell the story.
Yeah.
Mike, tell the story.
So what is this,
Mike,
like the first, second round maybe?
Yeah.
It's got to be the second round.
Yeah, it got to be the second round. And they going back and forth. Jason keeps taking him down, but the guy keeps standing up. Like, Jason's controlling him. The guy finally, like, puts his arm up on Jason and just gouges his eye. I mean, he goes deep, deep in his eyeball too, bro. And it's like, all right, Jason kind of freezes for a little
stopped
bit.
fighting. He got taken down, remember?
He got taken down. And he got on his stomach, and he's looking at us now because he's in front of us, and we're in the corner.
Right there.
So he's looking at us, the cage is right here, and we're like, Jason, move. And he's like, this bitch ass nigga poked me in my eye. Like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? And we're like, keep fighting. Keep fucking fighting, bro. Fight. And he gets like out of nowhere, he like spins and he gets up off the cage. And
It wasn't hard. He just stood up.
It wasn't hard. He stood right up.
What happened was, the crazy thing about it, when he poked me in my eye, it was so deep I couldn't see nothing in the eye. And then you know, he had me up against the cage and knee me in my stomach. And then I just saw myself and I was just falling. And I hit the canvas. My good eye was looking at the canvas.
That other one wasn't looking at
Yeah,
nothing.
The bad eye was looking at us.
No, the bad eye, you see nothing, but I felt on the good eye on the canvas. So I was like, what the fuck am I doing looking on the canvas?
Jason Jackson, I don't know how many fights I've cornered in my life, but I ain't never had a conversation like that in the corner,
Bro,
man.
it's the funniest shit ever. And this is around the time where after every fight, you knew he was gonna throw up.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that.
Throw up?
Throw up.
After
bro.
every fight?
After every fight.
Bones was talking about watching his journey, right?
Yeah.
Let's add to that journey. Jason Jackson used to puke after every single fight, win or lose.
But why?
But hold on. So
With the bubble guts?
It might
Nah,
have too much water. Too much
working,
water.
yeah, dude.
It might have been the same fight. I don't know if you remember this. It might have been the same fight. The fight's over. As they're getting ready to announce the decision, Jason got to throw up. We ain't got no bucket.
Yeah.
We ain't got no bucket. So he go out. And he,
Oh, so this thing is on demand.
yeah,
Well,
it's
no, I'm talking about
always,
it's on routine. It's
Like you
your
know
body
it's gonna
knows.
happen. Yeah, you know after
So
the fight he's gonna throw up.
He sticks his head through the cage door
And throws up.
on the stairs. Then he comes
What?
back and takes the decision. But as he's talking, post-fight interview,
Throw it up again.
his opponent goes over on
And
those
steps on
steps
it.
and slips on and slides down his vomit.
No fucking way, dog. That boy got beat up twice. He
I
got
watched
beat up
that shit.
twice.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. Why I throw up and I mastered it because it haven't been happening since
He's
then.
a bastard.
I did because think about it. I'm a machine.
Oh,
And what happened when you put a machine in overdrive?
that shit overheat
But
sometimes.
overheated
That
on
shit
your
overheat.
All right,
sometimes.
overheat.
That's your reset. That's your reset button.
That's what it was.
It's the funny, like in the middle of conversations, like in the middle of like his post speech, he'll be like looking for buckets so it puke. Like, hold up,
So
bro,
see,
I
now I gotta go back and look at this. I gotta go watch this shit now. dog.
I used to never bring the bucket in the cage after a fight, but then since him I do.
Yep.
So you don't do this no more though.
No, I don't.
So what fight did it stop?
It stopped the last fight when
While ago.
Kamara Usman was trying to give me an interview.
Back
on
up,
tightness.
nigga.
It was
Shut
probably one or two fights after
That's
that.
the only one.
Get that mic out my face, bro.
That was the only one.
And after that, you've been good.
We didn't even do no interview because I was throwing up so much. It was like,
Yeah, that's true.
you know what? I can't even do an interview right now, man.
Y'all gotta give me a minute.
Yeah, man.
I gotta cool down, man. I feel
Yeah.
that's fucking crazy.
You know, overdrive. I'm not gonna stop. I'm just gonna go till I just die.
Yeah, that's fucking
My
crazy.
mindset.
dog. I done heard a lot of I done heard about niggas throwing up before the fight.
Nah,
Cause like just like the
after,
guts,
yeah.
I done heard about that, but I never heard about niggas throwing up after
Throwing
the
up
fight.
in the cage.
Consistent
It's been
at that.
Yeah, it's been a little journey and everything. I've seen it going.
And I ain't gonna lie, too. Since I stopped smoking weed, in camp, that kind of helped a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, personally. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm out of camp, I ain't gonna lie.
Burning it down.
Lighting these things up.
What you doing?
Yo, man, smoke these joints here, bro.
We getting smoking?
Not in the studio, bro.
So you gonna have a Rasta on your shit and you getting smoking?
I know you got the Rasta general outfit on, but no, brother.
Nigga, you American anyway.
Yeah, you ain't
smoking
just
this
faking ass. Go find my joint. Where'd the joint go, Ben? 'Cause we gotta smoke that later.
They smacking that hand and gonna ask for it.
Hey, you was really gonna light up on set, man?
All this smoking got my anxiety up. I want to smoke.
This
Talking
nigga,
about smoke,
man.
maybe you want to smoke.
Ain't you in camp?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. The camp started. Speaking of
yeah.
What is your date, Jay?
June 12th, Ireland, Dublin,
and
4% Irish. So you know, gonna make.
Oh,
some
you going
waves.
to the crib, huh?
Yeah,
Home team.
Home crowd advantage,
team,
right?
yes.
Yo, they got
I
a
got
crazy,
home court advantage, you know already.
African. They got a crazy African culture
St. Patrick's
out there.
Day.
Yeah.
In
Crazy
Jamaica,
out there.
in
St.
Jamaica,
Patrick's Day.
in Jamaica,
how's
we
that
have a big
African?
The
Irish
leprechauns are
Yeah?
pygmy.
Bro,
The
they-
leprechauns
black?
allegedly are pygmy Africans.
Black, really?
That they wanted to eradicate from
Of
their
course.
thing.
See, I told
I never knew that.
I told Dieter everything stems from the black culture.
A lot.
So the leprechauns
A
are
lot.
black? That's crazy.
There's a tail.
I mean, I never.
Leprechaun in the Hood.
Leprechaun in the Hood is like
It's
orange
a dope, that's
type.
a dope movie though.
That shit was great. That shit was crazy. I had nightmares of that shit as a kid, bro. Dumb man. I had to sneak and watch it. Bro, I had a dream. Remember that show Tales from the Crypt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, I swear to God, I got chased by this nigga in the dream. I've never even seen him outside the casket. I didn't even know he had legs. But in that dream, that nigga was running a full flat, coach. I'm
What was
cutting
you running,
out.
Bones?
I don't know. I got
ever
up out of
seen
there.
Tales
He
from
caught
the
you?
Crypt?
I got up. Hell no, he
probably
ain't catch
did. I
me.
don't
It's
know
an
the name of
American
it.
show that used to come on
Tales from the
HBO.
Crypt, and there's Tales from the Hood too, right?
Tales from the Hood is a movie.
Jeepers Creepers gave me
yeah.
nightmare, bro.
Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, that
You know
was
that
wild.
little episode when he told it move. You move.
You
That's
right
the one
there.
I want.
You right there.
That was
You.
it right there. Dog.
I'm here for business. You. That's it. Everybody else, y'all good.
Come for you later, dog.
So
Get that
Dublin,
one.
Dublin, Ireland. You know, everybody's been doing those 23andMe's, which, by the way, Angie told you to give me that chain. So give me my African chain.
No, Angie did not give me this. I paid
Yeah,
my
I
good
just
money
said-
for this thing right here.
You do yours, Mike?
Yeah, I did mine.
This man not even
And
African.
I'm sub
African,
I'm
bruh.
sub Western Saharian African or something. And then I got Congolese in
You
me, some
Puerto Rican,
Nigerian.
bro.
No Puerto
That
Rican.
nigga Dominican.
No Puerto Rican. I have, I look Dominican.
That nigga look
people-
Dominican.
Every time like a girl be like, are you, what are you like, Dominican or Spanish? I'm like, hell no,
No,
I'm
black.
Spanish. No,
That's the
habla inglés.
That's the
baby.
thing about
Like,
South Florida too. I was
yeah,
like,
can I be
Everybody
black?
Spanish out
Like,
here.
I'm like, can I
Yeah.
just be
Bro,
black?
I
I'm like-
see Spanish
like,
people
no.
look like every one of us is sitting here right now.
no, it worked.
Yeah.
100%.
Including my dog.
And down
Everybody.
here, down here, they're
1000%.
like, "What are you?" I said, "My dad's black, my mom's white." And he's like, "Yeah, but from where?" I'm like, he just a normal black dude, man.
Yeah.
It makes
The
you
nigga.
kind of. It makes you kind of feel bad. Like I'm just black.
Yeah, that's
Like,
it.
really, just black? Okay, like you're
Bones, I'm
boring.
Colombian.
You're Colombian?
I'm Colombian.
Yeah, see,
Boom.
he looks
I thought he was white.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
You just learned something today. I ain't know that.
Cool.
Castro, last name. Castro.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
that's
nice.
definitely Spanish.
Yeah, I got some Irish in my 23andMe too, so I'm gonna have
You
to
didn't
ride
even
over
do
there.
yours.
I did mine. I have the results.
I got my Igbo.
Yeah,
How
I
much,
posted
You did
percent
yours?
you have?
Yeah,
I never
posted
did it.
What
My
percent
brother
you
did
have?
it.
1?
Oh, still
0.5?
same shit, huh?
Pure.
You got to have about 0.5, dog.
What? Irish?
Yeah, 0.5.
No, I'm
Gotta
like
be.
15%
Stop
or some
lying,
shit.
15%?
man.
I'm Igbo.
That's
Cap.
Igbo.
that's a
and
slave. That's a slave shit right there.
Congolese.
That's what that is. 15%.
But talk to us, Jay. How? What is this? April, May, June. You got about 6 weeks.
No. 6 weeks. Got 12 weeks.
yeah, coach.
He's
Come
the
on.
worst
June?
on time.
June?
Bro. He's
He
the
be
June
worst.
rounding
12th?
that shit up.
You got all
he's
May,
terrible.
4, 5. You ain't got that long.
Got
But
12
anyway,
week, family. Tell him.
tell us about the build up. We already found out you don't smoke weed during camp. Tell us where you're at in your camp and kind of how you foresee this thing kicking off.
24% British and Irish.
All late and shit.
Okay, back to what
He might have to get that
what
shit
G
out.
Jones was saying. So now I'm just working on like the small things that's matter in the fight.
For example,
Like, you know, the sensational things, them like small thing, head movement, where you keep your head position, get in wrestling shape, because that shape is the best shape out of all the art and martial art. It's better than boxing, it's better than jiu-jitsu, and even better than running. And just do those small things, and then try to keep like energy to where I need to pick up the incline or climax, whatever, and then I bring it back down, and then come to the final 2 weeks, start rehearsing, and focus on the game plan. I'm gonna execute it, and the last week I just do self work, mental work, and just work on me, basically that week of the fight.
that sounds like a plan.
Coach,
That would just good.
I think the thing that was dope about that is I remember you asking Mike a similar question for leading up to his last fight.
Yep.
And both their answers were the same. Neither one of y'all said that I'm trying to learn some new shit. It's just like I know what I need to do and what I need to do when I'm at my best, and I'm gonna just perfect
Just
those things
Execute.
and just execute and work on the detailed things of us.
Sorry to interrupt you, but learning is outside of camp.
Hmm.
So I already know
Explain
I
that,
already
explain
learned
that.
everything. I already learned everything. I already have everything. I already have my tools that I'm gonna use. It's like I always talk about with tree job.
Mm-hmm.
I already know how to I master the tools I'm already while I'm outside of camp. So if I need to get better wrestling, I'm gonna within my off season, like before I fought for the title, for example. I waited damn near almost 2 years. I wasn't at home 2 years just hanging out. Busting all these boys down in camp for their camp and getting better and learning from them. And also watching videos and being on the road with them and, you know what I'm saying, improving. Those are the time that I take in between to.
Okay.
So right
That's
after
where
the
you
fight,
grow your box at.
Yes.
So in camp is when you fine tune
I
everything
already
that
know
you've been
what-
working on.
Yeah, I already gather everything that I know I'm going to use. So I just kind of just
Get in shape and get sharp.
do the muscle memory.
So you also mentioned that the last week you do a lot of like self work. What does that consist of for you?
Self-work is, you know, how
Are you
get in-
preparing your mind for that moment when you walking into that cage? What helps you make that transition as smooth as possible?
From
Like-
tree guy to fighter.
Yeah, so self-work is me facing myself and understanding myself, seeing what I'm afraid of, see my strong point, what made me strong during my weakest moment. Music.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that's one of my strong points. I really
This
like.
is a really good answer. Continue. That's a really good
No,
answer.
for sure. So
No,
you know what I'm saying. And also, I have my weak points when I get nervous. If I'm by myself and I'm in the room and I know I'm like, man, I'm thinking about the fight, or maybe I'm about to close my eyes. I'm gonna have quiet moments that I have to face myself.
Yeah.
And those are the time where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna go through it. You know what I'm saying? And my favorite song that I always listen to, "Can You Stand the Rain?"
Hey man.
Can you
real
stand
shit.
the rain?
You pull that up, man.
You stand the rain.
okay.
And then-
None of us should be singing.
To me, I feel like they asking me if I could stand the rain. I'm like, fuck yeah, I could stand the motherfucking
You got it in
rain.
your roster?
I can stand that shit.
So
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
those are some of your anchors to kind of help you zero
Systems.
in
the
your systems.
mental aspect of the game, and you know, working on things and laughing and talking to myself sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Doing stuff like that. You know, bonding with myself. You know, it's kind of weird.
Nah, it ain't
sometimes I
weird.
find
Hell nah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot more.
Everybody
I feel like a lot
goes
more men need to just do that in general
Well,
besides the fighters.
You said something that I think is terribly important. Is you were talking about starting to understand yourself, and I think that is huge because in my mind, there's no more pure, no more raw moments than those pre-fight moments, whether it be in the tunnel, whether it be the night before. Those are the times when it's really cool to introspect. Sometimes we can get in the way of ourselves a little bit, but those are very valuable moments. And whenever you said, I start to understand myself, a light bulb went off in my head, because that's what we want. You know, we want people to understand themselves better, to be more self-aware, and to grow and understand how to be stronger men. So I just want to commend you on that little portion you
Do
just
you
said.
sleep before a fight? Night before, I can't sleep.
I
I don't know if I can or I don't. Just
I master that too as well, because I understand myself. I know what put me to sleep and how I fall asleep. So how I get my rest, the sleeping part. See, in Jamaica, we used to live in shacks, in Zink's house. So, you know, sleeping on the floor and stuff like that. How you sleep on a hard ass floor? As soon as that rain start hitting that zinc, damn near my mind gonna be relaxed and I'm gonna knock out. So I bring that same thing within my hotel. I put the TV on 100, put that rain sound on YouTube, on hitting the zincs, and then my mind keep racing. I just tell myself, think about some tree, Jason. If you think about a tree for 5 minutes, it would distract you and you realize how fast you go to bed. Just 5 minutes of stop focus on the fight, you will knock out. So within my head, I try to think about tree and listen to the rain. Every drop that I listen, and it kind of distract my
It
mind.
makes
a
you
little
feel like
bit
home too,
I
huh?
go in
relax.
the bathroom.
Yeah, and I
Go
relax.
sleep in the bathroom.
If I can sleep in the bathroom?
Yeah, or on the floor.
No, I sleep on my bed. I sleep on my bed for sure. But and if that technique don't work, I just try to flex every single muscle in my body and before I even get to
Relaxing.
the other muscle, I'm gonna pass out. So I got to develop different
Progressive
techniques.
muscle. That's actually a real thing. That's a good coping. Let me tell you, Bones. You might not know. I know Mike knows. Jason Jackson also has a very unique weight cut practice.
You throw up for that shit too?
He goes into the bathroom, covers up all the cracks and shit, cranks up his music, and he shadow boxes in the nude in the bathroom mirror.
That is correct.
I didn't know.
While I'm on the phone,
Does it work?
I didn't know.
I be on my phone, my wife doing that,
I didn't
though.
know about the nude part.
Yeah.
You keep that shit to yourself.
Yeah.
bro.
And it works.
Ain't none of miss weight.
Wait, how long you in there shadowboxing butt naked?
Then no time.
Why you
He just
worried?
goes in for a
How
little
long do
bit.
you have to do that for?
So 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour at night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's
I don't know,
good.
that
It
weight
works.
cutting shit is crazy, bro. Like
It
seeing
works.
what this nigga Oliveira be doing, how you be having like 20 people in the room to pray for
too
him
much.
and stuff.
Well, that's just
Bro, if you got to do that,
cutting.
you got to move up, my boy.
I never-
I
I
can't do that to my body, bro. That's crazy.
Out of the 30 fights that I had, I never missed weight, and that's wrestling, boxing, freaking jiu-jitsu, whatever it is. I have never missed weight.
You got your systems.
Yeah.
You got them down pat. You definitely got them down pat because that's insane, bro. Like just watching, like, bro, I'm not no fighter, but just as a fan watching and seeing what the fighters go through and then having friends that are fighters and hearing their stories, that shit is insane, bro. It's
Yeah, it's
low.
too much
It's,
sometimes.
it sometimes a lot of times these niggas be looking
All the
crazy,
time.
bro. McGregor at 45 looked insane. He looked
McGregor
like
is 45 years old?
McGregor at 45, at 145.
Oh, I thought you.
Bro,
okay.
that nigga looked
Makes sense.
crazy cutting that weight. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I don't get it, bro. I do
Where-
not get it. I got respect for it though. That's for sure.
Where did if you look back at Jason's fights, the last 4 fights you've had, you've won in 4 different ways. 3 or 4 fights.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about developing that versatility and what you focus on, and just kind of how you got there. Because I think you can win a fight any way you choose right now.
And I think that's what's wrong with the sport now is people kind of, know what they could do to beat an opponent, but they stray away from it trying to prove somebody wrong or themselves wrong. So if I watch tape, and I study tape hard, and I learned that from who was it? I think it was on the Ultimate Fighter, and I realized the reason why Usman was having success because he was studying he studied everybody before he went on the show. I didn't. I just showed up for the moment.
So he knew what to expect before he went
knew
in there. Or had
everybody's
an
name
idea.
and everybody's face, everything. I never seen these guys. I'm in the same kitchen with people I never even seen. Like, the fuck, I can fight this guy any single time. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So once I took that and I started applying it, like, man, I think I have the eye for MMA because it'd take me 5 minutes to watch an opponent and know I could beat him. And that's why I was good at taking short notice fight. 5 minutes. And I know I could beat that person. So I start watching more tape, breaking them down, and start seeing our opponents, like what's their weak areas. And I just explored it, basically.
I love it. I love it.
Because sometimes we see it. Sometimes these MMA fights are just modified kickboxing fights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
true.
don't get that why you see a lot of people just standing there striking. I'm always like, damn, how come motherfuckers just don't do that with me? Why everybody here grab my leg and shit? Every fight I see, they're just standing and swinging on each other.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Try to take them down. Like, everybody grab my legs and shit. I can't never get no shit like this. Like,
That's real, but it been a tough time too in the sport time when I just want to walk away. And Mike himself, yo, you know what I'm saying? This is what it is. This is the road. Whoop de whoop. You know what I'm saying? I'd be mad as fuck. Want to punch him in the mouth, but at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? You right. And they got me to where I'm at right now, because I
Just
had a lot
showing
of
up.
setback from like breaking my leg, breaking my hand, a lot of rainy days. I tell you.
The peaks and the
Yeah.
valleys.
Yeah,
The
it's a
peaks and the
tough-
valleys, man.
Hey, a lot of rainy days.
Yeah, it's a tough sport, bro. That long journey in that road, and I always think it's important to kind of have like someone that's kind of been through everything to kind of keep you grounded. And I think that's where we kind of built our relationship more.
That's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask about that relationship and how it's helped. Because Mike's in a unique spot. Mike was. You were ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
You were ahead of everybody, and you kind of set the tone, and you set the expectations of what fighters should perform and look like when they come out of our gym. And I think it's a very valuable relationship, obviously. And you want to expound upon that, either of you guys?
Yeah, I mean that's just a relationship that goes back from even before he was on the Ultimate Fighter type thing. Like we just. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things where somebody comes into the gym and you just click with them.
For real.
So it's like you find like a training partner and like you see that he's not backing down. I'm not finna go anywhere. Like we're always gonna go at each other and like this motherfucker used to try to knock me out every day, like, every day, bro. And I'm like, come on, like my mom's just watching us practice. And he tried to fly kick me in the face, trying to show off and shit. Like, and I'm like, bro, like we was watching a video where it's way back. I'm talking like 10, 11 years ago, where we're just like, bang up. Oh, no wonder that's the shit where it comes from. And bro,
Get
like,
it too.
One thing I can always say about this guy, he had a big heart.
Always.
But that was his strong point. That was also his weak point.
Weak point too.
that's how it works usually.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna keep nothing away, like be secretive. Okay, I know this move. Let me just try to keep it. He's gonna share with you. And if you have a connection to a sponsor, he's gonna share with you. If you need a little spotlight, look at this. He brought me on his podcast right now, so I get some little exposure. He's always gonna bring it to the table. He's never gonna be like, no, I'm gonna keep this shit in my pocket.
Can't go with
go
it.
around the corner and spend it amongst himself or with strangers who ain't ever did shit for you. So, that's why I always like, man, Mike, no matter what, boy, I'm ready to ride for this man, boy. Let me know, boy.
I co-sign that.
Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Definitely.
That's just something I've always done.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I can't cross the people that are close to me. You always got to keep those relationships tight and close.
But that shit feel good when you walk into a room and you know I ain't fuck nobody over in here and ain't nobody got nothing to say about me.
Right?
That's a different type of feeling.
Shit, huh?
And if they
Yeah, that's
do
a
got
different
something,
feeling
and if they
when
do
you
got
just
something
being
to
a hating
say,
ass
you
nigga.
just talking shit. Like, go
Yeah.
ahead, laugh at you because I know you're
I didn't
talking
do
shit
nothing.
because I didn't
Exactly.
do nothing.
Yeah,
for
peaceful.
sure.
Yeah.
It is,
Right?
though.
Yeah, that's why I
And when
laugh
you're
at people's face.
whenever you're right, you can be bold too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You stand on it. You stand on that shit. Like I know I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
That's the issue that you got to deal with.
Mike, let me ask you that same question, kind of in that same ballpark that I asked Jason. You guys spend a lot of time in front of each other on the mat. When did you kind of notice his shift? That you're like, oh shit, this month. You can kind of tell when a fighter's ready to hit his groove. You can kind of tell.
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
whole lot of different ways. What stuck out to you?
I almost think it was before he noticed, kind of.
You're probably right.
It was when like victory days. Like I don't know if not people know that when he won the title for Victory, and it was a big joke because one of our old teammates, Yuri Villafort, was the champ before he got the belt, and he beat Brandon Moreno, I think, was the guy that he beat.
You fought Moreno back then?
Yeah, because this is a guy that he was in Iowa. I'm from the Midwest, so this is a big thing to me. I'm like, oh, that guy's good. I'm gonna see what Jason's really like about. This guy could actually like fight, but he was an older guy. He was just really experienced. But Yuri had won the belt, so they were going there. I was like, bro, Yuri's the real victory
I won the
champ.
belt before Yuri.
We never.
I won the belt before Yuri.
They never unified that shit.
Right. So, and the guy had a lot of experience. So when I saw Jason go in and fight the way he did and beat him at such like a young age without that much experience, to me, I was like, this guy's got way more experience. Jason just went in and out-experienced him. He just out-fought him. I was like, man, this dude's fucking...
Like, oh, shit, we got something here.
I go, okay, shit. I go, he's a little green. I go, but I go, you can see it. Like, I can really see something like in him.
It's two type of experience there is when it comes to fighting. You got training experience, you got fighting experience. A lot of people good at martial art, but when it comes to fight, doesn't matter how good they are, is not good at fighting. So when they meet again, that person, that the term willing to go, doesn't matter. You get what I'm saying? So I kind of realized in him, he got a lot of technique. To me, he's a journeyman, but he ain't never been through what I've been through. That night, I didn't eat going into that fight. The whole day, I didn't eat. And they brought me a sandwich right before I walk out there. I'm like, I ain't eating that shit. I'm staying hungry going out there. I'm gonna let this motherfucker know. I'll show him how hungry I am. And it wasn't a good trip over there in Iowa when I went over there because we got kicked out of several hotels.
That's
Yeah,
what he
man.
said.
It was on the
Man,
street.
that's what he used to go ahead and tell.
Hold on.
Kicked out the hotel.
He used
Hold
to
on.
smoke out every room.
This
He
is
used to
wild,
Wait,
dog.
Bro, that was his weight cut, bro. He used to go
Just
in the
pay the
room.
deposit right
and
now,
he,
here,
he
man.
just be sitting back and laying.
Yeah. Nah,
But he don't
right,
smoke during fight camp no more.
Not no more, but
that's a new
This
thing.
back in the day. This back in the day.
That's crazy. That shift that he's made too. Because I've been sitting, I'm like, bro, that's all he's done is smoke during fight. We got to go in the room. What you doing? Cutting weight? I'm like, I'm just chilling, bro. Smoking my joint. I'm like, huh?
With the shit plaza.
Yeah, with the shit plastic and everything, and then he would go eat like a slice of pizza after weigh-ins.
And be straight.
I used to have to yell
day,
at him,
not
bro.
before
Yeah,
weigh-in,
I used to
the
be like,
whole
no,
week.
bro, like what you doing? Like you
Yeah.
got to do it this way. He's like, oh man, I'm good.
This will work for me, dog. This will work for me.
me.
That's fucking crazy, dog.
So the shift to where now he can shut out smoking during fight week.
It'd be
I
good
can't
to go.
even shut. I'll be telling my bro. I've been trying
Fight
to stop
week you
smoking.
do.
Fight week, yeah, fight week. I do a little bit, but fight camp, like nah, like it's hard for me, bro. I tell you, he's the one that got me addicted to. He fucking put gravity from
lying.
my joints and shit.
Oh,
Bro.
nah,
So,
hell no.
They don't
shit.
care.
That's disgusting,
Hey,
bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
he got
When
me
I-
addicted
when I-
to smoking.
When I he's lying. Don't believe him, guys. But look, when I experienced a shift is when that last fight, not the last fight, the fight with Yaroslav. Because I spoke everything into existence. Every single step of the way. I'm gonna go in there the first round. I'm gonna feel him out. I might give him that round because it's a feel out round. But you know, if he start off in fifth gear and I start off in third, and his fifth gear can't handle my third, you know, once the second round and third round, I'm just gonna mash gas and get him up out of there. And I knew my wrestling was better than his. Fuck what the paper and the credential and what Big John and whoever say. I knew my wrestling was better than his. And the thing is, these hands are a problem. I don't think nobody fucking with this shit in the welterweight division. That's how I put it down. So I was like, you know what? Got a sucker for uppercut. And I got these hands, uppercut, right uppercut, left uppercut, straight. I know he's going to start. It's going to force him to wrestle. And if I force you to wrestle, it's going to be a bad night for you because you can wrestle better than me. So it was kind of like that, what it was for me. I was telling everybody, you go back and watch every interview. I said it. I'm going to knock this guy out because everybody thinking this guy have better wrestling than I do. But hell no, I'm going there with that G-John wrestling on his ass. Watch. Yeah, I ain't fucking with that G-John wrestling.
Jones.
No matter where you from.
Yeah, man. When I first saw G Jones, I knew he was a brother. But I like put some more color on that. Stop, boy. Tell you,
Tell
boy.
him what you said.
Put some more color.
Hey, real shit. Maybe not the first time, but the second or third time that I worked with Jason or I was around Jason. He said, "Your daddy black, ain't he?"
Black.
I said, "Yeah." They said, "I know. You got that nigga nose." Just like that. I like, damn, man. You
Fucking
right.
Jamaican.
I like my nose.
No, for
That's
sure
funny.
though, man.
Hell yeah.
G Jones inspired me to be a better wrestler. And, you know, I appreciate that because without him, and you know what I'm saying, the other guys on the team as well, but he's you are a big aspect to my game. Because like I said, when I saw how fast he was moving, and I don't watch wrestling. I thought WWE was real wrestling, if you ask me.
Yeah, no, I remember having this
that's-
conversation with you.
all right.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought. So when I actually cross over and see you doing these things, it's like, what the fuck? he's skinny, linky, rubbery like me. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck? I mean, back then, I was like, why am I not doing that? Why am I not adapting his style? I can't wrestle like, you know what I'm saying, Rashad and those guys. They stocky, they built, you know what I'm saying? I can't lift people like that, you know what I'm saying? I don't have that. I don't possess that type of, you know what I'm saying, ability to do that. So that's why I was drawn to you a little more, you know what I'm saying?
No, I understand. Yeah. I tell people that Jason Jackson is a really good wrestler. He just doesn't know how to wrestle.
That's
Rasta
true.
wrestling.
It's true. It's true.
Wrestling.
He just doesn't know how to wrestle. Like it'd be difficult for you to go in and do a 30-minute seminar, but you ring that goddamn bell and you let that shit fly. Motherfucker gonna wrestle.
I'm a wrestler. I don't have no choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have no choice. You
That's
put
what you
my
was
back
saying
against the
earlier.
wall, I'm gonna definitely come out with it.
Either you got it or you don't. That's
It's
what you was
true,
talking about earlier.
Some of it, yeah.
You know, that's what happened. Like, even at the boxing gym when I used to do the boxing, you see dudes on the mitts or hitting the back like, yo, this nigga's nice. And then Wednesday come for sparring, he getting there and getting washed by the dude that just got taught how to throw a jab. But it's like sometimes when them lights get on, that shit gets nerve-wracking. It changes shit.
Everybody looks good hitting pads.
Everybody.
With Dieter from my last fight, I was throwing these uppercuts to Yaroslav, like clocking them, like perfect uppercuts.
You missed
like,
a couple of those in the first round too.
feeling them out. It was in the feel-out process. So, whatever, the nice uppercut, that's when people knew it was going to be a bad night for once I started connecting. So now I came back to the gym Monday, right afterwards. So me and Dieter, you know, I've been working with Dieter, boxing coach in Hialeah. Is Hialeah from? Yeah, he's from Hialeah. So we've been going down to Hialeah, and I'm hitting mitts with him, and he's like, all right, throw that uppercut, Jay. So I'm throwing the uppercuts, like, nah, fuck, the uppercut that you throw in the fight. I'm like, what? I don't fucking know. Like, I'm just throwing it how I throw it. But in the fight, once it come time to deliver, I know I'm back against the wall.
You turn that switch on.
Turn that switch on.
I feel that. He saw it in the fight. He wanted you to turn it on in training. He's like,
Do the same
I
one
can't
you
do
in the
that
fight.
right now.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
can't
how
do
to do
that
it.
right
You know
now.
what I'm saying? He don't want to, unless you're going to put the mitts where his head was at or something, or move that way, you know what I'm saying?
So Bellator champ, you just beat up Bobby Cooper.
Bobby Cooper.
Ray Cooper. Yeah, Ray Cooper. I know I was fucking with Bobby Cooper, Ray Cooper, whatever.
Disrespect.
Where
You had me messed up though. I'm like,
where do you see yourself after this next fight? And you already know I'm gonna get to the question of you competing inside of the UFC, because I do think that's where you should be. Personally, that's where I think. We'll get Greg and Bones' opinion, and we'll also get your opinion and just how you see just that division in the UFC and outside.
The UFC, I'm looking forward to fighting in the UFC. Different competition and the marketing. It's like a marketing machine, and the level of competition over there will be different from any other competition, because these guys are, you know, supposed to be the best guys in the world based off of marketing. So once I go over there and my back against the wall, they give me the hardest opponent, I know I'm going to deliver, and I'm going to make it look easy, just as I've been making all my other fights them look easy. And I fought plenty of guys that fought in the UFC. If you look at my resume, most of these guys were former UFC champ or UFC fighter or been in the top 10, you know what I'm saying? They have done stuff. And I'm breaking through my seal right now. So, you know, I'm going to make it look easy. I know that for sure. And look at MVP. MVP ducked me.
Yeah.
MVP ducked me because, and I could tell you the moments I ain't just blowing smoke up. He went, and this is no disrespect, he went after this fight when he kicked bro in the nose and shift his nose off to the side or whatnot. Who he say he wanted to fight? He wanted to fight me. And I just ripped my eye like 2 weeks against Namon Gracie.
Get another fight. This is every fight, bro.
Yeah, poke in the eye.
At least 4 or 5 fights he gets his eye fucked up,
Fucking
bro.
wild, bro.
Raked his whole eye on the side of the cage like some WWE shit. Like a cheese grater, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, but you know it's the circumstance that make the fighter, if you think about it. the tough circumstance that they have to overcome.
Yeah.
You know,
They
that's
got no
what
choice,
molded me into the champ I am today, double champ.
Yeah. So MVP ducked you.
MVP ducked me because he called me on TV. I mean, called my name on TV. Like, hold on, this man called my name. So if he called my name, that means that the fight is on. So I got on the phone, got to my management, and said, hey, hit him up. The fight is on. He's saying that he want to fight me. I'm saying yes right now. So there shouldn't be no, like, politics or anything. They came back and was like, MVP gonna wait it out till September and he's not fighting for now and all this excuse BS. And I end up they offered me Paul Daly. And that's why I ended up fighting Paul Daly. And the stuff in England that happened, I was supposed to fight in England. I was supposed to fight him in England, I think it was, right? It was trying to get me to fight him.
With Daly?
No,
MVP.
MVP. But I had some legal issue going on, so couldn't travel. So, you know.
I would like to see him in the UFC. That's for damn sure. I think the welterweight division right now it looks good, and I feel like, but it also needs like a spark.
I don't know I don't think it looks that good.
I feel like that's what I'm saying. I feel like it needs a spark because there's competitors there, but a lot of the guys that are at the top of the food chain in welterweight are the older guys.
They don't want to fight each other.
And it's not like a young. The only real, I mean, I can't say real. Who's the guy that just that beat Burns in the last fight?
Jack.
That's one guy. I
wouldn't mind fighting him as well.
Who do you think your best matchup is in the UFC right now? If you could cross over right now,
if I had a choice, give me fucking Leon Edwards. What's wrong with you? Let me get him. I'm a better version of him.
I love that fight.
That's a good fight.
I love that fight.
I'm a real Jamaican. I'm
Why you
the
gotta
real
go
Jamaican.
against your real Jamaican
say that
brother?
again.
Hey,
Yeah, he's
Hold
from
on.
London. Real
my
Jamaican
shoes say,
brother.
right?
The
No,
clock.
bro, why you keep disrespecting my
You
table,
gotta eat,
bro?
Yo.
See, you got a knife and fork on that, bro.
Where
You
I
gotta
get
eat,
those
bro.
from, man?
Are those? Is that a piece of cake?
Order me a
That's
pair.
what that shit look like, bro.
Order me a pair of those.
Oh, you got them thing came with a visa from England, boy.
You got those
Straight from
visa
England.
from England?
Yeah, they
Can't
need
get
a
niggas
passport.
No money.
Damn,
They need a
fat
passport.
Can't get you niggas nothing.
from England.
Look at him, boy. Look at him, boy.
Fashionista.
I know, right? He's getting shit stripped
They
with
say
visas.
imported, custom
Yeah,
made.
boy,
Stop
they need
playing
a
with me.
Got
visa
the right
to get
arch
over
in
here.
there and shit.
They should have never gave you niggas my name.
Enjoy the fruits of your labor, though, my brother. It's well earned, man. This shit don't come easy, man. So fuck it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, but you stay working. Yeah, man.
Yeah, UFC definitely next bound after I clean out PFL roster because I already cleaned out Bellator roster already. So now PFL, I'm clean their roster out. It ain't gonna take much long because every contract they give me, I run through them shit like butter. Because I don't sit around and make debate about this and that. Let's go. So, you know, I was open summer to hit the UFC, but maybe after this fight.
Now that's one thing. That's one thing with a lot of these guys at the top, especially in the UFC. Like, they don't want to fight anybody. Like up and coming, they don't want to. They don't want to give somebody that chance. They don't want to take a tough fight. They want to pick and choose. Oh, if this guy's not over here, I don't want to fight him this way. Like this is why I respect Gilbert a lot because he took that fight with Jake. Like a lot of people wouldn't really take that
he's a fighter.
in Gilbert's position. They
Yeah.
wouldn't have took that. No, this guy's up and coming. He's young. He's not gonna make a name off me. I want to fight somebody else.
Those are bitches.
like,
do
yeah.
that.
I mean, that's the same.
bitches do
That's,
that.
essentially, that's the same thing what Poirier did as well. He didn't have to fight that guy.
Yeah, but
He coulda
Poirier
chilled.
did because Poirier's real bit of
I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you something too that I always use to like keep myself like motivated about fighting anybody. I always tell myself I don't fight numbers or record. I fight you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Remember that shit.
2 arms, 2 legs.
That's what I tell
Fight
people.
you.
Like they get too infatuated with a number beside their name or with like records
Still a man.
or with records or anything like that. It's like, no, you're not fighting my record. Like you're not fighting, just like you said, you're not fighting that little ranking. No, me and you were gonna fight. Or like if somebody has so much like big game or big show talking like a press conference or something like that. It's like, bro, you can do all those words you want, but you
still
still
gotta
have
fight.
to fight.
Right.
Like you can keep that shit in the hotel room. Like you can't bring that into the cage which you think is gonna win. Like no, like once they close the door, there's
It's
no
me
more
and you.
talking. It's just me and you. Yeah, like that's it.
No rankings, none of that. Right.
Kind of like it's kind of like impunity, basically. How they use the number to protect
Oh yeah, they
a
protect the
person,
shit out of that,
basically.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have a number. Leave me a reason not to.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Okay.
That's like Canelo with
fighters
Benavidez right
fight.
now.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that. The
That's
boy said,
what
you got to
it
give me
is.
150, 200 million to get in there and fight Benavidez. Well, he's like, what does he bring to the table? It's like, it don't matter what he brings to the table. He's the
Yeah.
best guy in a division where you're
Yeah.
the champ at.
But he doesn't
Get that
wanna
man.
fight
Bro,
him.
been waiting like 3-4 years calling out Canelo.
So what you think about boxing? Because
Man, bro, boxing's that's my favorite sport, bro, and I hate
yeah?
it.
But it's so
Only thing I
crooked
like
and
right
rigged
now,
and-
I love these fucking Saudis though. The Saudis,
yeah.
bro,
Yeah,
they
'cause
put
they're
because they
bringing
don't, bro,
the
they don't
money.
care about making money. They just want to see the fights.
that's real.
That's it. And then you got Bob Warren and Eddie Hearn coming together doing a cross promotion fight where they're taking their fighters from Eddie Hearn's and then Bob's and they're putting them together and doing a tournament out there. Bro, that never happens 5-6 years ago. So now I feel like boxing is moving in a better direction. And then the fighters are fighting more frequently because there's no debate over how much I'm gonna get paid. How much do you want? We'll pay you. Sign the contract. Bro, they was talking about Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua for almost 5 years.
Never
and the
happened.
Saudis got it to happen. Well, if Deontay would have won his fight, that would have been the next fight.
Yeah.
But they had the contract signed for a 2-fight contract when in negotiations for like 2-3 weeks.
Well, of course, money talks.
Money
They did
talks,
that with-
you know?
Here,
That's
what
how
y'all want?
Money
Bellator and PFL, same thing.
It's smart
Yeah,
though.
coming in.
Promotion going against promotion.
I like it though, but it's good for the fans because now we're getting to see the fights that we always wanted to see. We get to
Right,
see the
right.
Tyson Fury and Usyk fight happen. You know what I'm saying? We get the Anthony Joshua, the Ngannou. You get these different type of fights that people genuinely want to see and care about. So now we're starting to bring the eyes back into boxing. A large part of that is because of the resurgence with MMA about how big that sport's getting. All the boxing
Little
heads
bit,
is
yeah,
like
a little bit.
Dana White's doing 2-3 pay-per-views a month, and them shits is going crazy. You know, he's selling out the arenas and stuff like that. Boxing is like, how many big boxing matches we have a year prior to these past 2 years? Because now it's like every few months.
Right.
But prior to that, bro, we was all waiting for May 4th, May 5th when Mayweather fought. No other fight mattered that whole year.
True.
Like that's the only time you see random people who didn't like boxing watch boxing.
Yeah.
But now it's getting back to, it's becoming more frequent, and I think that's because of the pressure that MMA has put on the sport of boxing.
Who's your biggest WWE, WWF superstar? Who you like the most?
Oh, that's easy.
'Cause I know you're the wrestler. You're a wrestler fan. I got Stone Cold.
You never
that's
watched?
hard.
Nah, hell no, that's The Rock. You you fucking crazy.
The Rock, okay, but Stone Cold whooped his ass.
Nah, that's The Rock.
all-
But my favorite, that motherfucker Ric Flair.
Man,
Oh,
he
yeah,
said you
Ric Flair.
already know and named two of them. Ain't
know.
no
Yeah.
runner up.
I'm saying
Yeah.
the GOAT. The
Ain't no
GOAT
runner-up.
is The Rock. The Rock's got to be the best,
yeah.
bro.
You new school WWE. You're WWE.
Nah.
He's not WWF. He's WWE.
WCW. We
Yeah.
WCW
I'm a
niggas.
diehard fan.
He like
bro.
John Cena or somebody.
I like
You gonna say
everybody.
John Cena?
Yeah, say
I'm
who's
a-
your
he was corny.
favorite?
I'm a diehard fan.
Who's your
bro.
favorite?
Right now or back then? Just give
See,
me a
look, nah,
back
nah,
then,
whole time.
back
I was
then.
gonna say some
back
bullshit.
then Attitude Era. What era we talking about? Era.
The Attitude Era was the
He's
most.
a
That was the
who?
best. All right, do Attitude
Hey,
Era.
who the hell?
Alright.
You
did
talking about the
Attitude-
Generation X and NWO,
NWO,
that time
yeah.
frame.
That era. Stone
Yeah.
Cold was that era.
Stone. Was it Stone Cold?
Yeah, it was
Or
Stone-
it
Stone
Undertaker?
Cold,
It was
Triple
Stone
H,
Cold, Triple H,
Triple
and The Rock.
Undertaker.
Hulk Hogan turned heel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of hard. The Rock, definitely.
It's The Rock, bro.
The Rock, man.
He's
The
the
Rock.
best.
The Rock
bro,
comes like
niggas watching
fourth.
Rock from the Nation of
The Rock
Domination
comes
back
He's
in
been
then.
like
rocking,
fourth.
watching wrestling since the '90s, and he's the Rock.
Oh, Rock
Man.
comes
Hell
like-
yeah.
How about back in the day?
Undertaker.
How about back in the
Man,
day?
it was
Gotta be Ric
Undertaker's
Flair.
timeless.
Undertaker debuted when
Shawn
I was
Michaels?
around when I was born in 1990. But Undertaker or The Rock, kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because
Alright, I
Undertaker,
can go with that.
he on
What
that
about
dead man shit.
Macho Man
On
Randy
some
Savage was
charisma.
the
Man.
best.
Oh,
But
man.
the cream.
yeah. See,
Hey,
back
man.
in the
The
day.
limousine
Old school-
riding.
The cream or the powder?
The
Come
cream,
on, man.
The
Oh,
cream
table for-
rises to the top. What? You didn't like Macho Man?
Bro, I like
Back in
Macho
the
Man,
day.
but
Oh,
ain't
yeah.
nobody
He
talk
killed
better
it.
shit than fucking Ric Flair.
I mean, yeah, but
Nobody.
Yeah, of course, but
Ric
Macho
Flair was
Man
that nigga,
Yeah, he was
dog.
good on the mic.
Booker
He was
T,
that nigga,
Booker
bro.
T
You know,
was, he was
Booker
cool
T.
too. You remember the
We
skit
called
where
him
he-
nigga.
where he
We
called
gonna get you,
him
nigga.
We gonna get you, nigga.
You know, Ric
didn't
Flair
say
is the only wrestler that haven't had a surgery throughout his whole career.
Maybe some cosmetics.
No,
Yeah.
because
He
needs
never
some
been a
big bump.
super swole
he
dude
don't
either.
go. He never go up on the turnbuckles.
Nah, hell nah.
He's not doing
Ric
no
Flair
stupid
not no high
stuff.
flyer.
That's why
What's
he
his move?
lasted.
The stomp?
That's why he lasted
That's
so
what I'm
saying.
long.
No,
No, it was the
that
slap.
boy had
It was
that
the
strut.
chest. It was the chest slap.
Yeah.
It
He
was
didn't
the
do none of that
chest
crazy
slap.
stuff. He didn't do none of that crazy stuff. He was smart,
Crazy
bro.
tan too.
Yeah,
Ric
yeah,
Flair used to
yeah.
Always.
orange.
Still.
Look orange.
Yeah, and he still. So that's the right. He was a wrestler forever, bro. That's right.
Smart man.
Ric Flair's my guy, bro. The
You can't-
limousine
I got the top-
driving, jet flying.
like it.
I got the
on.
top 25. I'll pull them up for you
Stone
guys.
Cold's number one. We
Yeah.
talked
It's
about
probably
this
good.
in the
I'm not mad at
barbershop.
I'm not mad at somebody saying
I
Stone
like
Cold's
Kurt.
number
Yeah,
one
this
though.
in the
I'm not mad at
barbershop,
that,
too.
bro.
Stone Cold was number one.
Let's see what we got.
If
I
Stone,
have top 100 or top 25?
Top
25.
Top 25.
You remember when Stone Cold cleared the whole WrestleMania, bro?
Oh, Rumble, with the
He
Royal
Stone
Rumble?
Cold everybody.
Let's see.
Ooh, that Batista.
We got Dave
See,
Batista.
I can see it from afar.
But
Hold on,
nah,
let me
that's
make this a
that's
little bit
new
better.
school.
Yeah, he don't even count.
Daniel
yeah,
Bryan.
they-
who the fuck
Yes.
is these guys?
These are new
Yes.
school.
Rey
bro.
Rey Mysterio. That's another OG
Jeff
right
Hardy.
there.
That's a classic, yeah.
Rey Mysterio's that guy, the
What list you
619.
AJ
getting this
Styles.
from?
AJ Styles. I just
This
put
is too current.
Top 25.
John.
Who's
that's,
that?
Who that? John Cena.
The
Davey
British-
Boy Smith.
This
Oh,
is
Dave
too
Boy Smith.
current. These are all
Oh,
new
wait,
people.
wait.
Is that
Mick
Mick
Foley.
Foley?
Mick Foley.
Yeah, Mick
Foley.
But how?
Foley.
It's getting closer to number one right
Ronnie
now.
Oh,
Roddy
so it's
Piper.
not in order. It's 25
Look
and
at your boy,
down.
Ric
Yeah,
Flair.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ric Flair.
What number is that?
Roman Reigns.
9. 10. Roman
Yeah.
Reigns.
Brock
He
Lesnar.
Brock
tried.
Lesnar. Hell
I didn't like him.
I
No,
mean-
Brock is good. You tripped.
The
Andre the
Big
Giant.
Show, the Big
not
Show.
Big Show.
Andre
I
the
know.
Giant.
I'm just saying
Andre
the Big
the
Show is
Giant.
good.
Chris
though.
Jericho?
I don't know.
There you go. You know who else I
Yeah.
like too? Since you like,
Shawn Michaels was the
you like
man.
Nate Ric Flair,
Triple H.
Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero with the frog
yeah.
splash.
The mask
No,
or
he's
Sting.
swag.
Eddie,
I
yeah,
like, I cheat.
Sting,
I know, he was
man,
that
too.
dude.
He was that
Come on,
Kurt
man. I
Angle.
that
think he was better
dude.
than Ric Flair at being like,
Who is
you know
that?
what I'm
Talking that
saying?
shit, you know
Conniving.
who else?
Bruno Sammarino.
You know
That's
who
like
else is my
old school.
dude?
I remember
Hacksaw
Hacksaw
Jim
Jim
Douglas.
Douglas.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Whoa, that's my dude, man. Him and Jake the Snake.
that,
Man,
Bret Hart?
get the fuck
Yeah,
outta
You,
Bret
here,
you just
dog.
hit an era there.
Bro, I had all them toys,
Jimmy
bro.
Superfly.
All of them
Snooker.
toys when I was a kid, man.
No one said the Ultimate Warrior though.
23
huh?
is The
Ultimate
Rock.
Warrior was
You
my
couldn't
favorite when I was a
23
kid,
is The
though.
Rock.
You couldn't
Yeah,
wrestle.
The Rock got
Couldn't
number
wrestle?
23.
So he got third, I
All
think.
show.
And then
He's
Hulk
a
Hogan
bodybuilder.
got second,
You know
and
what
then
I'm
the
saying?
top.
The thing
Stone
was,
Cold.
he wanted
Stone
to
Cold.
be like
Of course.
Hulk Hogan
Stone
so
Cold is
bad
the
that-
top.
I'm not mad at
Why
that.
not?
I'm not mad at
He
Stone
wasn't
Cold.
Hulk
Because
Hogan
Stone
check.
Cold said
That's
so. The beards, everything. I used to.
Yeah, Stone
Them
Cold
dudes
was
be
getting that
throwing their body
bag back
through
in
some
the
shit,
The
though.
Zaboni machine where he used to drop around.
yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
fucking crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
the shit,
Everything,
yeah, he
yeah,
used
he
to
killed it
where
with
he
that.
drove up with the 4-wheel in the limo.
That boy get them beers.
Yeah, but he fucking.
We used to not be allowed to watch it.
Yeah.
Really?
I think it wasn't. So remember in the mid '90s when NWO happened, it got kind of vulgar.
Yeah, talking about
Yeah.
suck it.
Yeah, it wasn't because of that. It was just because of wrestling.
Yeah.
My dad,
Oh, I see what you
my
mean.
dad had a.
Big
We
ass
took
shit.
it as a personal affront.
Yeah, we
They
used to
call that
get in
wrestling.
trouble in high school. People used to run around with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Xbox,
Bro.
the sucker.
Hey,
We used to get
my
in trouble
dad
for
beat
that.
my ass one time because my sister was saying something. I didn't even know what this shit mean. I was like, hey, suck it. And she went and told my dad.
I thought you were gonna say you hit it with the people's elbow.
Hey, my
had
pops
to-
beat my
I had to
ass.
always
Bro, I done
my
choke
ass.
slam. I
I
done
had to fight
tombstone
my-
my sister. All of that shit,
I had to
bro.
fight my two older brother every night to watch TV because we had one TV. Because they don't want to watch a man in brief. We don't watch a man in brief. We don't turn
Fucking Jamaican niggas.
You remember, but you remember back in those days where you used to get like 4 or 5 of your boys or your cousins and y'all used to like wrestle like that. Like
Hell
used to,
yeah.
used to put the walkout music on and shit and come out the living room.
Damn right,
And
bro.
some
I
people-
used to put a bathrobe on too.
Yeah, right. And some
had
people
to.
be hiding on top of the couch. As soon as he come out, I'ma dive on him,
Yeah.
bro. Just like
Spearing niggas like Goldberg and shit.
Used to break
All
it.
of that, bro.
used to fuck up the
Don't fuck
whole
around and get
living
on
room.
don't get on no trampoline then. You fuck around getting a
I get
trampoline.
on
The wrestling
trampoline,
moves
Jeff
on a
Hardy.
100.
We used to jump
On
from
a
the top
100.
floor.
Oh yeah.
Party all day.
Them dudes are insane. But yo, before we get up out of here, What's the predictions for UFC 300, Mike?
UFC
Can
300.
we pull that? Can we pull that card up, man?
Right.
Let's get these predictions off, bro. Cause you got to start the prelim. Cause the prelim fights is crazy.
Let's just go. You want to go around?
Cause they got Aljamain and Calvin Kattar. That's Aljamain's first fight at what? 55?
I go Cater.
I'm going Aljamain. When was Cater's last fight?
I don't know,
I
but
don't know.
that motherfucker hits hard,
can
and
punch.
Aljo doesn't like to get punched.
I think that's why he takes him down.
But he's
Put a backpack on him, right?
big.
That's why he's tired.
Calvin's
I mean,
big
he's gonna
guy.
get and
he's got good takedowns.
All right.
I mean,
Here's what
Aljamain's
we
big
got.
as shit too, though.
Figueiredo, Garbrandt.
All right, I got Figueiredo, second round knockout.
Cody.
Mike, Jay.
Garbrandt.
This is interesting. Bobby Green, Jim Miller.
I got Bobby Green.
Even though I think
Bobby Green hands too smooth. Bobby hands too smooth.
He's too athletic for him.
I think Bobby
Yeah.
Too smooth.
Jalen Turner versus Moicano. That's a really good matchup, I feel like.
Jalen.
You like Moicano?
Jalen.
I like Jalen. Jalen, he just knocked out Bobby in their last fight.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah, I got Jalen. I see like he's getting a lot better with controlling that distance and his range. The nigga's a lot more
Kano's
control
got
than
that
that too.
eye
How do we feel about the newcomer? Kayla Harrison and Holly Holm.
I think Holly gonna win.
We have no idea how good Kayla Harrison is, by the way.
I mean,
it's
Holly ain't
first who
fought
she's
in
fought.
like 50 years though.
Nah, what's Holly?
Well, you got to pick one. She gonna put that judo on her, or what's she
going with
gonna do?
Holly.
I'ma go
Holly
with
have been
Kayla.
looking good.
Yeah,
Holly
right.
ain't been
I'm gonna
looking
go
good.
with Kayla.
You going
'cause
Kayla? You
looks
going Kayla?
mean, bro.
I'm just gonna stay mutual on this.
Kayla's got something to. Kayla's got something to prove. I feel like, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay mutual on this.
Did you see the reporter ask, or the dude at the press conference asked Armand if he would smash? How many times would he smash the girl
it
next
was
to
a
him?
fan.
Yeah, and he
the
answered that
fan.
shit.
And he said a few times. And Kayla was like, "What'd he say?" She said, "Oh, don't worry about it. Tell him."
That's that
Then he
MMA shit,
translated.
man.
Yeah, he said a few times. Just a
He
lying
smashed
ass son.
Kayla
He said, "How many times would you?"
Yeah.
or
yeah.
smash? How much you said?
And the dude
That
said
shit-
a few times.
That's
Like
mad
3 times?
weird, dog.
Just so he said he would a few times. I wonder if he has. They are on the same team.
Who picked Cater Sterling?
Ew.
Cater.
I got
Cater
Sterling.
I know you guys went through it, Mike. You got Aljo.
I got
I
Aljo.
got Calvin.
You got Calvin, really?
Yeah, I went
What do you see?
Aljo. I
What
went
do you see?
Aljo against O'Malley, and he disappointed me, bro. So I'm gonna go the other way now. Punk ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the power. That's why you
I think
leaning
it's
that
the
way.
power. Yeah,
okay.
for
Jay?
sure.
Go to the backpack, man.
Yeah. I don't even know how to say Yuri's last name. Yuri
Prohaska?
Rakic. I'm going Yuri there.
Oscar, who's he fighting?
Rackage.
Yeah.
Oh, that Rakic dude can fight, and he's got some cardio on him.
I think Yuri feel like he got a point to prove,
So does the other guy.
especially if he wins. He's gonna get another title
I got
shot.
Yeah.
Rakic.
How do you feel about Bo Nickel opening up the main
Hell
card?
no.
I
on his third fight?
I don't like it, but I understand it.
Right.
But it's UFC
That's a good
300.
dis-
They
That's a
could've-
good distinction.
Yeah,
They could have made him
I
the
don't-
prelim main event though.
No,
Cardi Garbrandt opened the show
Yeah,
with
they
Figueiredo.
want him to
That's
feel
crazy.
good. No, they got the. It's just
They're grooming
they're
him.
trying to
you
build
saying?
him. They're trying to build him. They want him to be the next big superstar. So they're giving him in these positions. They're giving him easy fights to win. None of these guys could wrestle that he's fighting. Not good enough to deal with him, and that's why he's knocking these people out. I mean, he's running through people they're giving him. So
Yeah.
I understand it, but I don't like it.
Well, if they give you a lot of money, they gotta, you know what I'm saying, use you up.
I ain't giving him
yeah.
a lot of money.
I bet you they're
Not his
yeah.
fight contract.
I bet you he's not.
His fight
I
contract.
mean,
he's probably
for
okay.
a newcomer,
Yeah,
it's okay.
okay.
for a newcomer, I bet it's
Yeah.
okay. I bet
Yeah.
it's better than a lot of newcomers, but it's not a lot. But
Yeah.
I'm sure he's getting taken care of other ways.
Well, how good do you think he is?
I think he's
I
good.
have no idea.
I think he's good.
I have
Yeah.
no idea.
I think he's good because I've seen like he's fighting guys that aren't good. I
Yeah.
get that, but he's not just going in there and taking them down and like beating up on them.
Yeah.
Like he's shown good striking. Actually,
Yeah.
he's shown some decent striking. He's shown like he does jujitsu and will do it. He's
Yeah.
got like an armbar or some type of submission. So he's not just like a lay and pray wrestler. And like I
Yeah.
told you when he first was about to fight, I said we should try to get him.
I remember.
Yeah, but then ATT probably opened that checkbook and here, Bo, you get down here for these
Who you got for the main event, Bones? Actually, let's do Gaethje Holloway. I think goes one way.
Yeah,
I think Gaethje's
unfortunately.
gonna win just because he's just too big.
Oliveira, Sarukian. I don't know enough about Sarukian.
Everybody thinks Arman's gonna run through him, but
I like
No,
Sarukian
I like
to win
Charles.
that fight.
I'm gonna go Charles.
I'm gonna go the OG.
Well, next podcast we'll do. I'm gonna bet you 10 push-ups on air.
I like bro the way that
You know
he
my
did what he
shoulder
did to
fucked
what's the dude? Who was Sarukian's last fight? Benil
gonna have
Dariush. He fought Benil
Oh, he ran
Dariush,
through him.
bro. But he made it look easy, bro. He made it look real easy the way he beat that boy up.
Benil kind of.
And what's the main event?
I'm gonna go brother man. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going Jamal.
with him too.
I'm going Jamal.
Is that with all the hype they put in the UFC 300? Does that main event fit the bill?
For me,
No.
it does.
No, you don't think?
I don't think either one of them has that big
quality fight. It's a
star
good fight.
I think
It's
it
a
is.
great
Good fight, but
I think it is
But as
because
far-
it's gonna be exciting, and that's what people want to see. Because we done had two people that we felt deserved to be in there before, and the fight was fucking trash.
I mean,
At
no,
least
they
you know
could
these
say-
two niggas is they're gonna
Yeah,
fight,
they gonna
bro.
fight.
Nobody's trying to go in there and wrestle and shit. They're going to fight, and I got Jamal getting that boy out of there in the first 2 rounds.
I like it. I like it.
I just think his jab is gonna be if he can figure out a way to if they got a game plan for them leg kicks because he's real heavy on that front leg.
Yeah.
Then,
I think
but he
Jamal-
hits
yeah,
hard.
he
he's
hits
he's
really
he's
hard.
fluent with that shit too. So
I think Jamal's just too long. and too
Well, we got to
big.
remember he's coming off that foot. We
He
don't
would-
know
he
what
would
that.
take some of his
boy,
shots.
yeah, he
We don't know what that
did.
foot looks like, though, too.
One.
yeah, the Achilles.
Yeah, his
Yeah, you're right.
Achilles.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm still going with that boy.
I think Jamal hits harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that to add even more to it, Jamal can take that dude down.
Oh, so that's it.
And
He
he's
no problem.
definitely a better grappler than
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Even
Why
though,
you say definitely? You seen him grapple?
I mean, yeah, you seen him grappling. He has some good.
Yeah.
His
Jamal's
grappling
got
is
good
straight.
grappling.
He was getting out of Glover. He was what? Glover was. He won 15 takedown attempts and only landed 2 on him in their 5-round
Glover,
fight.
85 years
I
old
know,
though, bro.
Nah,
Fuck
it
It
outta
don't
here.
matter though. And then he got him down.
I'm not even gonna lie. Glover, he put it together very well.
I love Glover.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I think got him. Make him a UFC champion.
That's my motivation. Get
Yeah.
the champ at that
At
old
an
age.
old age.
Yeah.
He could put it together very well.
Yeah, bro. You can't disrespect. I ain't gonna disrespect.
We
That
got
was a
the
good
UFC 300 picks. Jason Jackson, thank you for joining the show. I want you to just shout out the Marlin Tree Service business. Anybody's in South Florida or local, give a shout out to the biz.
Yeah, man. You know how it goes.
Ain't no bucket
Marlin
truck,
Tree
man. We going up
Service.
there.
Google me.
Yes,
Yeah,
See my
Google
work.
Marlin Tree
Yeah.
Service.
And follow me on my social media outlet, Jackson Jason 150, so you can keep up with the fight and what I do throughout the day, how my training goes, and how things are.
TAKM. Appreciate you joining us. Get Biofuel, Face Meets Fist. Thank you guys always. Impact Dental Designs, guarding your grill. Great episode today.
Holla,
one.
boys.
We out.
Deuces.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to listen up to